What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armani. We're back with another video. Get in here, get in here. It's time to get into some things. And it is Christmas Eve.
Shit gonna get ugly. Okay?
Well, first of all, I'm disappointed. Not disappointed, but I'm sad. Just a little bit. So here's a little bit of tea time. This is like my first Christmas by myself. I didn't plan on like being by myself, but the rain was so nasty. And you guys know I have like a small sports car. And so I was supposed to drive home, but it was raining and wet here. And it's raining and wet up north. And so both my parents, they're like, they didn't want me to drive my car because they feel like the car will hydroplane and slip and all of this stuff. So they said they're not going to really do anything because of the weather. So I should just stay home. But I had packed and got ready. And then I was just like, all right, I'm not going to go. So then I went and bought all these ingredients. I really don't cook like that, but I'm going to try to make gumbo because I've been really craving. And I just thought my parents were going to be making it. And I thought it was going to be there. Usually someone else cooks it for me, but I'm a one household person now.
Shit gonna get ugly. Okay?
So I got to do it myself. It's going to be interesting. I'll let you guys know how it tastes. I'll let you guys know how it tastes. Jesus, that's one good thing about when being in relationships. You have the people that cook and then, but it's like, all right, what happens when you're single? You got to cook. So do I now have single problems? By the way, I hadn't released it yet. I was planning on releasing it next year. But since we're talking about it, and it's Christmas Eve, I'm going to be releasing an audio version podcast. I'm trying to revamp it all. But it's going to be more in the minds of dating, single life, relationship talks. But it's going to be strictly audio only. And so for those people that are interested in that, it's going to be totally separate from like this stuff that we're talking on YouTube. It's going to be audio on like wherever you find your podcast, like Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. So I think that'll be fun. And I'm going to make it like late night drops. I can't wait for you guys to experience it. I shared one episode with one of my friends. They like it. And so I can't wait for you guys to get into it too. It'll be great. All right. So anyway, enough of that stuff. Here we are. The Nicki Minaj saga has continued and continued and continued. Everybody has had something to say, from people on social media, celebrities, everyone. We're just going to talk about a couple of people today just because for the sake of time. Everybody from Kaya to housewives to podcasters and, former radio personalities and former friends have spoken out against Nicki Minaj. Actually, Amber Rose actually came out to Nicki Minaj's defense. Let's get into some support first. Amber Rose. You guys know I really, really like Amber Rose. And she came out and supported Nicki Minaj. I don't know why my mind just literally went to that because I was not bringing her up today, but something told me just to go and pull up the Amber Rose clip. So TMZ caught up with Amber Rose and they got her thoughts on the whole Nicki Minaj situation. So let me see if I can find that clip since I've now mentioned it. I hope you guys are chilling too. Some of you guys are cooking. Some of you guys are vibing out, and I think that's great. I'm trying to find this clip now because I done mentioned the dang lady. Jesus Christ. Come on, Armand. You got to be more prepared than this. Because why would you mention her and then not have the clip? Jesus. Now that was crazy for me to do. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it somewhere else. Like what? Why would I do that? Hold on. Let me see if I can get it for you right here. Bear with me. Sorry. I know I'm moving a little slow. I'm tired. This article is like moving at the speed of a snail. Okay, here we go. Amber Rose speaks on Nicki Minaj. Here she goes.
Happy holidays. How you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Good. I wanted to ask you, obviously you and Nicki are super close. Can I ask you, what do you make of everything? Her coming out with Erica Kirk yesterday.
I think she did a great job, an amazing job.
I saw you put on Instagram, the Queen has spoken.
Yes, so that's right.
You don't think that she should be getting as much backlash as she
No,
is?
she shouldn't. We live in a free country. She has the right to her own political opinion, just like everyone else does.
A lot of people feel like because of her fan base being like largely, LGBTQ, that
she didn't say anything wrong. She didn't say anything about the LGBTQ plus community at all.
Right, but her siding, kind of with the Trump administration, or
well, why do people think anybody over there is homophobic? I'm not homophobic. My assistant has been with me for 11 years. He's Black and gay. I have a bunch of trans friends. So does Nicki. Yeah. I don't know why people twist our words or think because we endorse Trump that we just hate gay people and trans people. It's just not true.
So when Nicki spoke out a few weeks ago for the Christians in Nigeria, she said it's not about choosing a side, it's about choosing what's right. So do you feel like that's kind of what's going on in this kind of situation too, by her coming out with Erica and speaking?
What's wrong with talking to Erica? That's what I mean. I just don't get the logic behind why people are upset. Mm-hmm. But shout out to Nicki. Yeah. Shout out to TMZ. Thank you.
Shout out to you too, Amber. Thank you. Wait, any plans for the holiday?
I'm just my mom's visit.
Shout out to Amber Rose. Here's the thing. I like Amber, so I'm a little biased. She's always been great to me, but I also understand what she was saying. Very surface level, to the point where it's like, well, Nicki didn't do anything wrong. And I don't think she did anything wrong per se for having her viewpoints. You are totally well within your right to endorse Trump, to endorse Kamala, go left or right. That is not up for debate for me. The only issue that I had with Nicki up there, I felt like through her endorsing them, she felt like she had to downplay the Black experience to make white people feel comfortable. That I didn't agree with. But her, I felt like if you want to endorse Trump for certain policies and procedures and whatever, which she didn't really speak to, that's her prerogative. I just didn't like the cooning I felt like that was happening up there. Does that make sense? Because everybody has a right. Nicki didn't do anything illegal. So I'm not mad at her for having her political side. I like Amber Rose. I go out with Amber, and she's always great. We don't have to talk politics, and we don't agree. We probably don't have to agree on everything, but I have some liberal ways that I like, and I have some conservative values that I like. So for me, I don't care what side of you're on. I just don't like the race baiting stuff. You know what I mean? So shout out to Amber Rose, and I definitely know that Amber loves the gays. Okay? So anyway, Joe Budden, now, we can't play Joe's clip because he has it on automatic strike. But Joe Budden is fed up with Nicki Minaj. He's at the point where he's basically saying, hey, I'm done. I can no longer endorse her. Nicki, don't call me. Don't text me. Don't say anything to me. I'm penished with you. Okay, let's get into what Joe Budden had to say. Let's get into Joe Budden. That was something that I didn't see coming because, usually we're always like, well, what is Joe going to say? Can we just normalize, I feel like Joe, for at least hip hop culture, is like the Wendy Williams of hip hop culture now. Maybe not the housewife stuff, but all things hip hop, we be wanting to know, what does Joe think? I think he's kind of taking that spot. I feel like a lot of people don't want to give Joe the credit, but that's his spot. It's no shade. Mind you, I got, well, this has nothing to do with Joe. Do I want to be messy right now? No, I'm not. I'm going to keep it in case she tries me. It has nothing to do with Joe. Someone else. Okay, I'll be a little messy. Just as a certain someone who's running around town talking about people wanting to be famous and things like that, right? And I heard that they have an agent trying to shop them around. They're trying to get into the club. comedy not working anymore? I wonder if you got the deal. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay. I'm not gonna play. No, I can't play with Joe like that because he's gonna strike me. All right, let's go.
USA. She went out there. By now you've seen it. I got a bunch of phone calls about it.
I bet.
I'm out. I'm done. That was it. Sorry, I'm gone. I'm gone. That's it. The last dance. That was the last candle on the cake for me. Sorry, Barbs. Sorry, Nick. Don't call me. Don't text me. It is what it is. Sometimes how y'all move around out there does have an effect on how I view you. And this was one of them things. I'd be a fool to think that you didn't consider that before you did it.
I'm sure.
Which just says to me that you really don't give a fuck. I'm even more baffled. I don't even know how much of this conversation I could have. But they're so anti-transgender, which is confusing to me because I've been to the Nicki concert.
That's the thing that fucks me up.
I'm so confused by so much of what was said on that stage.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, hoping that maybe it was going to be
Context.
impartial or there was a reason, but she was just echoing a lot of the shit that you would expect to be echoed.
I remember
highly disappointing.
Oh,
Same. Extremely disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
Very, very anti-black of you. Very anti-black of you.
Oh, by the way,
shit what it is.
By the way, I don't know if somebody over there watches the show or we just all think the same, but everything they said, I said it. Just saying.
Oh no! I'm not disappointed just because I've come to expect
Had no
it.
expectation.
Yeah, or I expected that. Unfortunately, I remember when I first criticized Nicki a couple months ago, and I said she's doing these MAGA talking points. She sounds like a MAGA person, and the Barbs came after me like, "Why are you saying she's MAGA just because she cares about X, Y, and Z?" Is she MAGA now? She's at a turning point conference. She's talking to Charlie Kirk's wife.
Talking about how handsome Trump is.
How handsome Trump is.
No, she went crazy.
She just called JD Vance an assassin, which is a weird thing to say.
Crazy
to the woman whose husband was just assassinated.
That was a very awkward.
It was just, you could
30
pick any
seconds.
other word, right? It was like, oh, what is happening here?
Didn't she? All little girls mattered.
Yes.
Talking about that. It was a hot ass mess on that stage.
It was.
That's exactly
like there's no way to sugarcoat it.
Right.
I'm done. I'm off.
And I think part of that is because we respect Nicki's mind and her autonomy. In other words, I don't think she's being duped. I don't think she's a patsy. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. She's making a choice, and I strongly disagree with that choice. And so I can't rock with it. I still think she's a great MC. She's probably top 10 ever for me. Male, female, dead, a lot, whatever. I think she's just a great artist. But the choices she's making in life are stunningly disappointing over the course of her career, although over the last year.
All right, he's rambling. We get it. But so that's what Joe and the rest of the guys had to say. People are not feeling Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj posted up at, like she's not bothered. She posted, let's see what Nicki has posted. Nicki posted up 2 days ago and on her private jet, seemingly unbothered. Okay? Not bothered at all what the critics are saying. Nicki Minaj in her private jet, chilling. Saying, you know what? I don't care what you Negroes are saying. I don't see, I don't hear you. And in fact, I'm going on a blocking spree. She has since went on a blocking spree, blocking any and everybody that has said something remotely indifferent about, her views and her MAGA views. Listen, I don't really know what the plan is for her. I don't know why she's doing it or why she's going so hard with this. Like I said, she has the right to have her opinion. I just think it's a little OD with the all girls matter type of vibe. Because like I said in my last video, there's never a space where white women needed to feel safe or feel included or have the right to, I just feel like Girl, that was unnecessary. And you didn't need to throw black people under the bus to do that, especially black women. But I don't want to keep repeating myself and beating a dead horse with that. You guys know how I felt in that, watch that video. So I'm just here to talk about the other people that are not feeling her. Her and Joe Budden had a really good relationship. She would always do her interviews with Joe Budden. So it's interesting, to see, what's going to happen when this album rolls out. Who will she roll it out with? Will she go sit with Erica Kerr? Well, who will she do her interview for her? Like, will she go to hip hop culture? I'm sure people will still take her interview in hip hop because they're going to want to ask about this rollout. They're going to probably want to ask about the beefs and the feuds. I'm just interested to see how Nicki Minaj will handle it. And I think that's my other issue, because I feel like she would make black people, and I'm assuming, but I feel like she would make black people not ask her or not allow them to ask her about this and or her feud with Cardi B in the interview. I would have a problem with that because you allowed Erica Kirk to come and ask you about your drama with Governor Newsom and all the tweets that you said about him. So, clearly when you do your rollout, people are going to want to say, like, was this a part of Nicki Minaj #6 rollout? You had the beef with Cardi B. You went extremely MAGA. Like, what was that about? Because we can't just skip to the music now. We have to know, like, what is the tea? And so I'm interested to see how she handles black media versus how she handled the white media. Because I feel like she gives white people a little bit more of a pass. And I feel like she's more of a diva with blacks. But we'll see. We'll see. And we'll revisit it. Oh, I thought this was the key, though. RuPaul's Drag Race contestant. Does anybody watch RuPaul's Drag Race? I think her name was Heidi I'm First. Or Heidi in Closet. She was a hoot. And I guess Nicki Minaj didn't like her something on the show. I watched it. I don't exactly remember what happened, but Nicki Minaj was a judge on that particular episode. And she said, MAGA Minaj. So it was more than just my hair and makeup you hated, but she spelled then with THEN, and Nicki responded, than. Meaning, yes, it was more than just your hair and makeup, you idiot. Learn how to spell before you try to read. Stupid.
Shit gonna get ugly, okay?
Nicki looks sick, then though it's no shade. She look up. Okay. That was a hoot. Now, what's even bigger of a hoot, if you ask me, it's the dog pile. Of course, Kaya came out, and I can't play Kaya. Kaya's so ghetto on Banji. Kaya was talking about all this, stuff, and get your husband. He's stealing and snatching Uchi, taking Uchi from little girls. Peter Rosenberg came out and said, can we admit now, that the Monsterverse was very overrated and trash? I thought that was, no, we're not going to admit that. Like, it's just some of the dog piling is unnecessary. It's like, Rosenberg, no. Monsterverse was still Monsterverse. You're just mad because y'all don't like each other. No, Monster, she still did her thing on Monster. Like, I don't like that. It's kind of like, now everyone hates her. So now everybody can finally see what I see. So let's dog pile on her and let's try to get in and try to make her music be trash. We've never thought the music was trash. We don't like what she's doing. We may have thought she was a bee. You may have thought she's rude. But no, we're not all about to just start saying everything Nicki Minaj has done in her entire career is trash. Like, you sound like a hater, and you sound like you're trying to jump on a bandwagon to dog pile because everybody's not agreeing with her, and you don't want to look like a hater. You didn't really want to stand on business by yourself. So now you feel like you have more allies, Rosenberg, to try to jump on Nicki, and you look lame for that. I'm not going to lie. You look lame for that. It's no shade. But here's the hot tea. You know who else looks late? And she's not saying anything, but, and I don't really, she's like a clout chaser. So I don't really know if this is to Nicki or not, but, and if it's not, it's just going to confirm. Like either way, this next story, this next person we're going to talk about, whether it's about Nicki or whether it's not, she's so fucking late. Like on one hand, it better be about Nicki and you're going to look late regardless. But then if it's not about Nicki, you're going to look even fucking later and I'm going to not be able to stand you even more. Ra Ali. So Ra Ali now has been subtweeting all week like she has this big announcement and it's going to be this big expose of shade. Let me give you the tea. Let me go to her page. She's just so late to me. Okay. So Ra Ali she posted let's just go down her Twitter. She posted, told ya on December 22nd, Riley, the expansion and undeniable content in tea that will be on OnSite's website next month. So much coming. The expansion of OnSite isn't about noise. It's about clarity, receipts, timelines, context. Some things will finally make sense. Others will be undeniable. Not a devil, the devil. Did she tick tock, tick tock? And then she's posting tick tock, like she's coming. But then she's the type of woman that will do this. It will be something totally not about Nicki Minaj, but you're using Nicki Minaj in this stuff, and people, and you know that people are gonna think that you're talking about Nicki to boost your whack ass site. That's why I think she's so late. Because she will do this, and this won't have anything to do with Nicki Minaj. But then, too, to do this now, because you feel like Nicki's back is against the wall, you should have did this after she didn't respond to your open letter. And after you realized that she was on the phone with Tasha K, who, by the way, she's trying real hard to be mainstream. Word on the curb. They say she even went and found support to try to keep up with the girls. While she over here trying to act like she don't want to be put in the club. The girl said that she had a white man that's running around trying to get her in the door. But she won't tell you all that on the platform. Just know that the girls know the tea. The girls are talking. I just want to know if the door is open. We'll see. Anyway, so Raleigh's extremely late because on one end, this better be about Nicki or you're going to look corny as fuck. And if it is about Nicki, well, back to it. If it's not about Nicki, this goes to the fact of why Nicki should have been left Raleigh alone a long time ago, because you're always trying to use Nicki to promote yourself. That was the issue. Riley was going around self-promoting, but using Nicki Minaj's name. And here she's still doing it. I would hate to have a friend like her. This would be so annoying. It's like a bitch is just waiting around because they feel like they can't get to you and they feel slighted by you. So they're just waiting around to where everybody else a dog pile so then they can say, see, I told you. And I get it, but it's just like, girl, you're late. This is not going to make everybody all of a sudden support you, Raleigh. Like, you get what I'm saying? It almost feels like everybody support me now. It's like, it just feels like jealousy. Now, I get feeling like being slighted. But when you do stuff like this, it just feels like, okay, you felt like people weren't going to hear you because she was a bigger star. I get it. But now this is your moment. But it better be good. Because if it's BS, you're going to look corny. You're going to look late anyway because you're waiting for this moment to do it when you had an opportunity to do it. Then you could have been like, oh, y'all didn't hear me then, but now y'all hear me. It would be better if she would have did the expose 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, when she did the open letter, and then let all this come out and people start to say, yeah, look, Riley was right. I'd rather that than to look like I'm just trying to dogpile on the girl, because then at that point, then people start feeling sorry for the woman. So you should actually get your stuff out first, let people come back and say, you know what, damn, I felt bad because I drugged Riley, but what she was saying was actually true. Then they actually feel bad for you, because then as time goes on, time will tell. If your receipts are receding, they'll add up. But when you come out and it looks like everybody's dogpiling, Nicki then becomes the underdog and people start to feel sorry for her. And then no one actually supports what you're trying to put out. You look late, you look bitter, you look like a hater, and you look like you've been waiting for this moment all your life. But we'll still be seated. We'll still definitely be seated. However, I don't know. I just feel like if it is about Nicki, it better be good. You're still going to look late because you waited too long. But at this point, it better be good. Okay. Are we off the Nicki stuff? Okay. Off of the Nicki stuff. So let's move on to some ghetto television. I don't know about you guys, but I make it my Sunday ritual to watch ghetto television. It's terrible to watch, but I love it. Every week I watch people fight on TV. I never probably want to do that, but I love to watch other people pull each other's hair and knock each other's teeth out. I don't know what world we've come into, but I love a good ghetto TV. And so, shout out to Now That's TV. I've worked with them before. They're great over there. They have a show called The Hookup. It's kind of their Love Island, if you will. Just like the black and mild version. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. It's a hoot. I'm trying to pick my words, because sometimes some of those people that come on those shows, and they be having the stuff. I'd be like, I feel like some of those, sometimes I'll be looking at the TV, I'm like, I know it stink. I don't know what it smell like, but I know it stink over there. Not all the time. Like some of it, I'm like, I know some of these motherfuckers stink. It's no shade. All that sex and stuff, there's one girl on there that I know she got. They say she's stinking. I believe it. I'm just like, ooh, she look like she stink. I won't say any names, but if you know, you know. And if you guys know there's one that's thinking, then yeah, and that's her. So anyway, so they have the show. Apparently, this is my first time really watching it. And actually, I only got really into the part 2. Well, I got into the first episode, part 1, because that's when the man had cold cocked the woman and socked the shit out of her. I thought that was, that gagged me. I'm like, damn, they don't play. He had socked the shit out the woman. I'm like, damn. I mean, it's not funny, but I'm like, damn. They don't give a damn over there. That nigga, she said something, wow. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Jesus. It's supposed to be a hookup show. Anyway, he didn't last long on the show, but damn. So, and then I stopped kind of watching, because you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really watch a lot of the straight dating shows, because I just feel like, girl, I can't relate to this. And I'm tired of watching straight people find love and work it out. Girl, I got my own issues. Can we get some gay love stories? So they entered, the transgender in some of the gays. And I absolutely hate the fact that my dolls have to be talked about at every corner of the internet at every moment. You know what I mean? Transgenders are so much more than an experiment, a fetish, and, a clickbait. And, I just want to say, like, shout out to them. It takes a lot, and a lot of people misunderstand them and try to judge them and just try to isolate them. And I don't really like it. I don't like that. I feel like they're always the butt of the joke, or they're picked on, or people, like, everybody else can be accepted, but they are like an anomaly for acceptance in the world. And people are always either want to use them for entertainment purposes, sexual purposes, or just examples of disrespect. I don't like it. But nonetheless, they brought a transgender by the name of Pookie on the show. Shout out to her, by the way, because here's the thing. Joyce is like one of my favorites. She's one of my favorites, and she was like one of the realest girls on the show to me. If you guys watch the show, let me show you Joyce. Joyce is really like the tea. I live for Joyce. Hold on. But I feel like people already know who Joyce is because she's just so big. On the network, so maybe they didn't use her because Joyce. I live for Joyce because Joyce gives the girls hell. Joyce is tea. Hold on. So this is Joyce. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going somewhere with this, by the way. I like Joyce, and if I'm being real, like, I like Joyce, and Joyce is one of the girls that just. She gets it, and like she looks kind and she's sickening, like it's no tea. So she usually plays in the straight spaces, and she was the host of Dollhouse. Loved her. She's a crash out. She don't care, but she's sickening at the same time. Joyce is the tea. Now they've kind of got another girl that makes music, and she's a fishy too. And she's a darker girl. So it's like, okay, so they're getting prettier girls on the show. Like, and it's not just, okay, Joyce, because you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I don't want to talk because I like all of them. I don't want them to be feeling one type of way, but I'm just saying, like, Joyce is like, let me just move on while I'm ahead. So they have other girls on the show now. They have Pookie on the show. Pookie is kind. I hate her aesthetic, by the way. Because I met her in person as well. Did she get like a sexy red? I don't like this picture, actually. This is a terrible picture, by the way. I'm scared to click something with her because it's so much booty. Okay. I'm trying to find a photo. Okay, great photo here. So this is Pookie. I hate, like, I'm not. I feel like she could be like more of a pretty girl aesthetic. I don't think that she needs to play into like and I get it, but I just, after meeting her, interviewing with her, seeing her, the whole hood fish thing, I feel like she didn't have to be ghetto. Like, she could actually just been soft and cunt, like pretty. I'm not but if she want to be hood fish, that's her thing. I think that she could be a little bit leveled up from that because she could be like a real cunty, like pretty bitch. Like, you don't have to. I'm just big on black women, trans, whatever. Like, how you name yourself and how you title yourself is what you're saying you want people to view you as. No difference than when, I talk about other women, like Milagro Grams and calling herself nigger girl. I would never do that. I wouldn't be calling myself hood fish, ghetto fish. Like, that could be you, a cute side of you, but I'd be a pretty bitch, like a soft, like, you know what I mean? I just probably wouldn't do that. Anyway, so she goes by Pookie Hood Fish. She makes songs. I actually like her music too. So they brought her on to the show. Now, the show is like guys and girls, and they entered in a wild card. which is trans, and I think gays are on there too. Pookie's on there because I think that, like Joyce, she's one of the most passable girls that could be on the show. And I also think that at this point, how do you know now that's TV and not know Joyce? So you probably know that Joyce is trans at this point. She's been now with that TV for a long time. You could have missed Pookie if you didn't watch the transgender show. But I also think that Pookie is one of the ones that can actually go onto the show and actually fuck around and pass. Respectfully. And it's no shade against the other girls, but she's just, she's just one of the other girls that can do that. It's not many. So she goes onto the show and she walks in and, Scarface, you guys know Scarface from South Central Baddies, and Scarface from the one that fought Taseki on Zeus Network. Scarface is actually a pretty girl. But Scarface enters the chat. She's on there. Scarface got the guy that she likes. Pookie's working her set throughout the house because Suki enters the villa. Suki's flirting with different guys. Not Suki, Pookie. Same shit. Pookie, Suki, Uki. She's flirting with one of the guys. But what happened was she ended up flirting with Scarface's nigga. Now, before that, though, and see, this is a teachable moment, and I need you guys to know. This is where you're going to hear me use fish in a not so positive term. And it does not describe the vagina. It describes the catty action. So right now, this is fish, Pookie, positivity. When I'm about to talk about Scarface, I'm about to describe fish that you cannot trust. And yes, it's more of a derogatory. It's just like, you can't play with fish. And I have to say it that way so you understand how I would be saying it to my friends. So don't get offended. I'm just telling you. She's sitting there and Scarface is over there kikiing with her and acting like, this is my issy and using the gay lingo and my sissy and da-da-da-da, and my girl and blah-da-da-da. Fish doing fish, right? Until Scarface's nigga was entertaining Pookie. So what did Fish do? She went and exposed Pookie for being transgender. And this is why I tell the dolls and my girlfriends, my friends, do not trust fish that give that. Do not trust fish and do not play mixed fish with your niggas because fish really can't take you, especially if you're cunt. Be safe because a lot of the girls end up dead due to their fish homegirl that got upset that the nigga wanted her over her, wanted you over her. And then when the nigga feels exposed, he feels like he has to now beat you up or kill you because now fish knows his tea. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, the CB, please allow me to play this content. I don't like fish like this. This is the type of girl I don't really fool with. I don't like it. I don't like Scarface no more. She's late to me. I thought I liked her, but I don't like her. It's no shade. Watch.
I'm saying, like, we just mingling and stuff. We had to
yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where you from?
Look at that. Riverdale.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Southside. Kelvin.
So I'm tired of sitting here talking to Pookie, so I decided to walk out. I look back, Kelvin's not coming. I'm like, what is he doing? You know what? You want to stay with Pookie? I'm going to leave you with Pookie. And then when you come back to me, I got some news for you.
girl wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's too much.
I knew all that though. I know it.
oh, y'all saying that's all good?
Instead of piecing it again.
Miss Pookie, you been drinking? Oh, baby, you need to try.
In this clip, she said, "Watch out, Pookie's a transgender."
I know it.
Oh, y'all saying that's all good? I'm like that. Come on. Where's the bottle? Pookie's a trans. I sure did. Because whatever you did in that room with Pookie, I know you feel stupid right now.
Girl, bitch, you're mad. You're mad because Pookie, you're mad. This is why Fish can't take the girl. This no shade. Bitch, you're mad. You're mad. You're mad, bitch. You're mad. It's no shade. This is the epitome why everybody cannot take the motherfucking girl. Bitch, Fish be so fucking mad. Girl, why are you mad? You're mad. You're mad, babe. You're mad. She's mad as fuck. She's mad as fuck. Bitch, she's a hater for that. Girl, she's late as fuck for that. I cannot stand fish that give that. I don't like it. I don't like them at all. It's no shade. That was so late. That was so late. Let her work her set. Girl, if the nigga wanted you, he would have been with you. It didn't matter if she was a man, a woman, whatever. He just didn't see it for you like that. Girl, pay it. Let them work that out on their own terms, girl. Like, you're a hater. I cannot take that. And a lot of people are saying he should have known. First of all, let's be clear. If I'm trans, I don't have to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm a chick with a dick. Nice to meet you. Bitch, I don't have to tell you that right away. Girl, do y'all niggas just walk up and say, hey, I got 10 kids. Hey, I got this. Hey, I got a baby daddy that's crazy as hell. Hey, I got all these. Girl, let me get to know you to see if it's even going anywhere first, and I'll let you know what the tea is. If we just having casual conversation and I'm cunt, bitch, I don't have to tell you a motherfucking thing. And girl, there's a lot of time. And first of all, she probably felt like they knew, because now that's TV. Why would you put her on the show without letting the people know, or, you know what I mean, and possibly putting her in danger? Because the problem is this. What if one of them people would have snapped on her and killed her or beat her up? And that happens all the time. It was just cameras and contracts involved. But what you guys just witnessed was a real life scenario that happens every day to real life people that we'll never see, and then somebody comes up dead. But we don't know if they had sex or anything. She was just mad at the mere fact that he was attracted to her. Why do I have to tell you, because you're attracted to me, that I'm transgender? Bitch, I don't have to tell you everything about me. I don't have to tell you a fucking thing until it gets to that point. They don't have to wear their transgenderness on their motherfucking forehead. It don't have to. Somebody said, why does it have to be a secret? It don't have to be a secret, but everything is not your motherfucking business, girl. And it's not that I'm trying to keep it a secret. It's like, girl, we'll talk about it when it gets to I'm getting to know you. And let's be very clear here. What we're going to have to stop doing, babe, in case you girls did not know, in 2025 going into 2026, these niggas be knowing.
Shit gonna get ugly, okay?
Gone are the days where the niggas don't know. The niggas know, babe. They just play like they didn't know when they get caught. Babe, the niggas is knowing, and the niggas is going. Let's be very clear on that. You girls can live in delusional land if you don't want to, and act like, oh, everything is such a big secret and they not telling. Bitch, let's come on. And at this point, it's so much transfer. You know when, and listen, Pookie is cunt, but bitch, like, girl, you should be able to tell. I can tell the trans versus. Don't play with me. These niggas be knowing. And so I just feel like we can try to blame the man and act like, oh, maybe he didn't know. But Did she bang him? Do she not? It is what it is. Like, girl, let the storyline fall. Let the storyline play out. Let the storyline play out. Now, ultimately, they did have a conversation because Pookie did come out that, you know, she actually was working her set with multiple niggas, as she should have. And one felt some type of way because he didn't tell her. I mean, she didn't tell him.
You know, we straight, right? But whatever. But I was talking to somebody, they were telling me like you were trans or something. I was like, listen, you know, you was sitting on my lap. So what I'm trying to, nobody ain't tell her shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I feel like that if you know you're on that type of time, like you should have, like, you gotta tell a nigga, you gotta keep it G with me. Hell no, I don't think they're gonna tell your business like that. You feel me?
Ray Face come out there, like probably within a minute of me just sitting out there conversing, and then he like, what's this that I hear about that you trained or whatever like that? And as soon as he said that, I just got up and just walked straight off. You feel me? I instantly got up and just walked straight off. Like, whoa.
I ain't got no problem with trans or gay people or none of that. Like, we cool, we tight. We can still smoke together and be tight, but I don't rock like that. You feel me? We can be best. You be my dog. You feel me? But I don't rock like that. You feel me? So that just was out of pocket for you to, you feel me? Not let me know.
I'm still a woman, so it's like y'all coming to me telling me, oh, I'm not gay, and all of this, like, bitch, you not gay. If a nigga fuck me, he not gay. Bitch, I'm a lady, I'm a woman.
So do your thing, man. Do your thing. I ain't mad at you.
I can't help it that I'm sexy, like, you know, I can't.
I ain't saying all that. I ain't saying you sexy and none of that shit. I ain't saying that.
No,
that ain't what I'm saying. All I'm saying, man, listen, no, I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I just came in to have a good time. I just pick. I wasn't even paying attention. I ain't looking for all that. Beezy, what's up, my dog?
Thought I was.
God damn, bro. Come on, dog. Don't do me like that.
Okay, so he didn't know. She feel like she thought the network told, and I would assume shit. First of all, let's be clear here. All them Now That's TV people, once they get on Now That's TV, they never leave and they all be watching each other's shows. So it's like, girl, they be at that damn studio house like it's a clubhouse, girl. Sometimes they don't even, and then they be working for other shows. Like, this is not like, once you get locked in over there and you become part of the cast, it's like niggas don't ever go home. I'm always saying it's like, shit, these niggas are always waiting around to make sure they're on the next show. So it's like, at some point, like, y'all have their own world and their own community. You don't know that Pookie is trans. Like, no one is, like, you know what I mean? You've never seen the show. You don't know. Maybe they didn't know. I'm just not going that everybody know. And I'm also not going with this idea that she had to tell right off the bat. It's a dating show. Let the storylines unfold. What doesn't need to happen is you're mad because the nigga thinks she's cute and you want to try to burst the bubble before she can get a chance to do it. Why do I have to walk up to you and say, hey, I got a dick? Do you want to see it? If that's the case, Pookie should just walk in with a dress and the bottom cut out with the dick out. Is that what you want? Just walk in the door with dick out. That's what y'all want. Just walk in and say this with tits. Just cut it open so everybody knows. Like, why? Why? Why do I have to walk in and pull my dick out? Do you have to do that? Like, why do I have to do that? Yes, that's what y'all want them to do. Y'all want them to exploit themselves so then that people can look at them a certain type of way and attack them or not be attracted to them or whatever the case may be. And no, and she doesn't have to do that to make you feel secure about the nigga that you like. I don't have to tell him on your term because I'm cunt, bitch, and he looked at me. Girl, you feel away. I will tell him at a proper time. I don't need, it's not your response. It's not just as much you feel like it's my responsibility to tell him. It's just as much as not your responsibility to tell him on a date. Like, girl, and you're supposed to be my friend, girl. Let me cook, girl. Just say you are hating because you in your mind, you couldn't believe a man was able to pull your man. That's what you feel. That's what these girls feel. And if you really want to get down to the crux of why there's such an issue with the trans and women, you just seen it. Because some of these bitches can pull y'all niggas. It all boils down to niggas. It's no shade. Y'all can't take. And that's fine. But girl, let's just be real. Let's be real. A lot of women are pissed off because the trannies are pulling niggas. It's no shade. And what you don't know is the niggas is going. I know niggas right now with bitches that love trannies, boobs. And if here's what you don't know, a lot of people be so fascinated and gagging over the gay men and is he gay, is he gay? Girl, what y'all don't know is, girl, I be so sent because the transgenders, they got all the real fine niggas. The real niggas. We get the gay boys. The trans get the trade, bitch. And here's the thing. The trade be going. They be sucking and they be getting plowed for blood, bitch. And then they go home and kiki with their girlfriends. Bitch, they get dildoed out. Stuff like a holiday ham, turkey. And then they love to suck dick.
Shit gonna get ugly. Okay?
Girl, your gag. The girls we wear that. Why you think it's so many men that's starting to wear wigs? Oh, even with the beard. Oh, you thought that was just a fashion statement? The wig is the nigga snatcher. Bitch, I went and got me a unit, no shade, because I said, girl, let me try something real quick. And put me up. No, just kidding. Yo, but I'm telling you, that wig is a nigga snatcher. You don't even need all the extra shit. You just have a cute bust down, bitch, and you'll get you a nigga down. I'm trying to tell you, it's something about that wig, baby. And then they start getting into keep the wig on. Then they buy you a little skirt, then you just throw that motherfucker back with the wig on, keep the fade, keep the beard. All that is fine. Just give me feet, wig, and dick. And I'm here for it. It's a T. I be gagging like, because I'm like, well, why is there an influx of men in wigs? I'm not talking trend. I'm saying just an influx of men in hair. And then my homie, he told me, he told me, he said, bitch, let me tell you something. He said, bitch, I was in New York for Halloween. We just had this conversation. I kid you not, fucking 2 days ago. He said, bitch, look at me. He said, I'm gonna show you my Halloween costume. Full bust down. Beard, everything, brolic, everything, full bust down. He said, girl, I said, why did you do it? He said, bitch, I was in the hood too, but he said he said he was in the Bronx. He said he was in Queens. He said, bitch, and he threw that wig on and the niggas was going. He said, and that was just the Kiki as a Halloween costume. He said, bitch, he had threw that rest of that costume off, girl, and went out the next day and kept the wig on and reshifted the wig to make it actually a full look. Bitch, he said the trade was going. Now the motherfucker talking about he done found a male wig unit maker on TikTok that he finna go get a real bust down because, bitch, it's too many niggas in the wig. When you wear that wig, you get too many niggas. And I'm trying, he almost had me going like, bitch, is that what? Should I get a wig, bitch? But should I get into my Hollywood set, bitch, and see what kind of, what is that gonna do for me, bitch? Okay, is that the secret? Because I was always thinking, why is there an influx of men in hair? But because that's a nigga snatcher. It's no shade. It's a nigga snatcher. It's the kind of nigga. It's the real niggas, bitch. It's nigga snatcher. But anyway, so we'll open up the call lines. No shade. Okay, let me, I know there's people dying to get in here. I'm not arguing with you host tonight. I said what I said. And don't get up here cursing because I can only curse because, girl, we are not going to demonetize my thing today, but it's Christmas, so I'm being nice. Somebody said it doesn't. You don't care for biological women. No, it's not about I don't care about this. Like, girl, but I'm like I told you guys. This is a prime example. Like I told you, I love you all, and I showed you I cared about you when it came down to Nicki Minaj putting white women before you. But just like I'm not going to sit up there and allow Nicki Minaj to coon for Erica Kirk against black women, I'm not going to sit up here because I love you guys. You guys are my supporters and all of that, and sit here and throw my community under the bus because y'all want to hate gay people. I'm not doing it. I'm not cooning out. I'm not going to let you play with transgenders and gays because y'all don't secretly like them. But I'm also not going to let black people throw other black people under the bus for white access. It's fair game. It is what it is. You don't like it, get the fuck on. It's no shade. Here we go. Oh, girl, we finna get into a thing tonight. Let's go.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, let's go. Jay, Boo, Bugetto, and then Honey. Talk to me. Jay.
Hey, Armand, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
Armand, I just wanted to ask because I don't know anything about what you've been talking about tonight. So just inform me of what a trade is.
Oh, it's like a straight identifying, man, like a real nigga. But you're gonna have to get into the back because we got a heated conversation ready to happen, Jay.
Okay.
You're not ready. Okay, go ahead. There's my girl. You know that you've been upgraded, right?
I've been upgraded to what?
Your moderates, you can actually make modifications to the chat. It's only 2 moderators that have been upgraded. Well, OG is the one, and then I've upgraded your moderator status, by the way. Yeah. I don't know if it gives you a notification, but you've been upgraded. So, but anyway, go ahead. Honey, then you'll go last. You'll go last because I just brought you up last.
Can you hear me, Armand?
Yes.
Hi, Boo. I just have a quick question before I make my comment. Why do y'all call us fish?
We've gone through this so many times. No, okay. it's just such a loaded question. I think that the fish thing is just more so it's femininity. It just represents femininity. Okay. But as it can be used for positive, it can be used for derogatory.
Right.
The problem that I have when people have a problem with that is that you see how everybody has gentrified this and made it this.
Mm-hmm.
And tea and everything else. Like it's like not you guys, but the culture has taken over gay lingo and have gentrified it and made it their own thing. Because I see so many people doing this. This is not even the fucking way you do it.
Yeah, we know.
But my issue is, but then you want to tell me I can't use fish because you don't fucking like it.
I just didn't know what it meant. But I just want to say this. This might be a little controversial.
But get it out.
I'm not trans, but and I don't know how you feel about this, but they're saying that Pookie has had the sex change. If I've had the sex change, do I need to tell you I don't know. Is that shady? Because I feel like
that's where you know what? If I feel like I've had the sex change, I don't know if I'm delivering the news. I don't know if that's right though. I don't know if that's right. So I don't know.
I'm with you. That's how I feel.
But
so
I don't feel like Pookie has had the sex change because I asked her in our interview and she didn't answer straight up.
Okay. They was in the comment. Oh Lord. They was in the comment saying she did. But if you have, I don't know if I want to disclose that because I got my shit fixed. But that's just what I wanted to say. Love you, boo.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
Don't you like? Do you? I mean, and I don't want you guys to feel like you can't be honest up here. I know Shadira's not. She gonna tell me how she feels. But I just feel like y'all don't have to like appease me. I'm not gonna argue with you. Do you? Excuse me. Feel like that was ET's place to spill Pookie's tea?
I don't care for ET. That's shady. I don't play in those. So I get what you're saying, like because you've had experiences with people who have done that. I don't think that is anybody's place just because of we know the serious things that can happen. So I don't play like that. That's not my place to speak up for no motherfucking body because I don't want nobody speaking up for me. So that's just how I feel.
Thanks, boo. And y'all don't have to agree with me up here. This is not a space where y'all cannot be like, Armand, you're on bullshit tonight. Like, if that's how you feel, say it with your chest. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Armand, can I just say happy holidays to you first?
Yes, happy holidays.
Oh my gosh. So I feel like it's on the person who actually got the whatever to say whether or not, because like my best friend was trans, she passed away like 4 years ago. And it's like we would go out, like I'm a straight female, but we would go hang out and all that. I wouldn't spill her tea because that's not my tea to spill. So I wouldn't personally say that you should tell somebody else's whatever. But that's really all I wanted to say, and that I'm a big fan and I love you. That's all.
I love you too. Thank you. Where you from? Baltimore?
You know it. How you know my accent?
I can hear it. And one of my good trans sisters is from Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, and yeah, Craig from here too. Craig Stewart.
Yeah, I love Craig. Shout out to Craig.
That is my guy.
All right, thank you, boo. Let's keep it moving. Shadira, let's go. Talk to me.
Okay, first things first, I don't truly understand women who get upset about men who want transgender women, because as a straight woman myself, if I find out the man that I've been with for the past 8-9 years likes transgenders, I'm going to politely let him go do what he want to do, because that's not the man for me.
I think her issue is she didn't know. I think she was gagged that he didn't clock.
But see,
so
that's
what if your man don't clock it?
That's what I'm gonna get to next.
Oh, okay.
So if he don't clock it and they go in there and they start touching on each other, and then you see them the next day still fooling around, because I feel like even if you've had the sex change, I don't think that's the same as a regular vagine. I've heard people say like it's not the same. So if they in there doing and touching and stuff, that means that I feel like that he figured that out. And if you see that he don't have a problem with that, then that means he just like tits at the top and the other stuff at the bottom. And you should let that man be. I can never get upset with a man who like transgender women, because you're not the man for me. I don't have the parts that you like. So for me, E.T. always been a weirdo to me. She's a very big hater. Like, she's one of the biggest haters I've ever seen come across my TV screen. And I think it upset her. Like you said, it's like, because like that's what's the conundrum for me. I'm like, you that upset that this man might want a transgender that he might not know. But if he do know, why are you so upset about that? You should move on. You should just move on, because you're not going to satisfy his needs. So for me, and to the question, I think it's up to the people in the situation. I have a trans friend. It's not my best friend or nothing. I've been knowing her since he was him when we was in middle school. And when like he been pretty all his life, baby. And when he put that makeup and that wig on, ain't nobody effing with her. Ain't nobody effing with her. She still go by.
But I think you've always been comfortable in your relationship and where you stand. Like, so you don't really be tripping.
Never have. I never have. Because I let everybody live their
These conversations life. Never bothered you
ever in life, because I'm not competing with anything.
You're not. Yeah.
So that's why I could never understand. So E.T. is a weirdo, and she's always been a weirdo, and it's something about when people are
competing
her, going above or ahead of her. She wants to try to knock them down, and that's why I like when she gets slapped around, because she's deserving it. So yeah, as a woman, you shouldn't be bothered by that. That's really my main point. And I did notice the upgrade. I saw that I could do a little thing down there in the chat. So yes, and thank you, and I love you. And
I love you too.
And I'm sad that you didn't get to go see your family.
No, but we're gonna have fun with y'all tonight.
Period.
And I might go to a party a little later. Okay, let me see if I can call my sister. Okay, give me a second. Let me see what this is giving. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey, so we're live on air right now. And so I wanted to call you because have you been keeping up with I haven't talked to you in a minute. Have you been keeping up with the Now That's TV? And I
have.
Okay, so you've seen what happened with Pookie and Fish.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, what do I always tell you in regards to this?
You always tell me like, Fish is always gonna smile and be your friend until it comes to like a man or somebody that they're interested in. They're gonna stab me in your back. And that's happened to me on several occasions.
And tell me a little bit about that, because did you see how E.T. did that with Pookie?
Yeah.
And girl, how many times have that happened to you?
That's happened to me about 5 times already. And And you know, I always used to keep a fish friend, but the last situation I literally just had last year kind of like took me over the totem pole, and so I don't hang out with fish like that.
Okay, so a lot of people are saying that they feel some type of way that she didn't tell right away. So do you feel like Pookie was wrong for not telling right away? Or like, how would you have handled this situation if they put you on this show?
I would handle it the way Pookie handled it. Like, I feel like production should have said something, but it's not her place to go and out herself to strangers that she doesn't know. Like, I think that was more of the production side, but E.T. was hating. But you know that's what females do.
And girl, and I've been with you, so I know that. Let's be clear here. These niggas be knowing. I have been with you for many years, over a decade, and girl, I have seen it all.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, and the boys, they really don't care. And you know, and when they do get outed, they acted just like that one dark skinned boy that was so shocked that she was trans. Boy, you know.
They know. And so, and I be feeling like the girls get all the real trade. And I'm just trying to figure out, why do you feel like women, like, what is the issue? Like, what is the tea?
I just feel like personally, like, and it's not all women. I honestly don't think it's all females, but it's just like some people, because it's not usually the females that like.
It's the girls these are the type of girls you be hanging out. It's ghetto hood fish that give this.
Yeah, basically, I didn't want to say that because
it's the ghetto bitches that give that.
But that's what it is.
It's the ghetto hood bitches that feel away. It's no shade. Yeah, but they don't like the gays either. Ghetto bitches can't take.
Yeah, they can't. Once they feel threatened, and then they just go for the jugular, and they just know what comes best is to hate on the next woman.
They don't be liking to hear that, but it's be the truth. Y'all just they don't like to hear that, girl. And I tell you every time I'm like, girl, every time we talk, and you be like, I'm going out and I'm going to the straight club. I tell you, sister, be safe. And you're like, oh, girl, I'm going with my fish friend. I'm like, girl, be safe.
Because I told you what happened last time. Remember? This past last Christmas, last year. And I don't even fuck with the old girl anymore. So, because the same situation happened to me. Her man was into me, and then she outed, and all of a sudden, he's gay. He's this and he's that, and I'm this and I'm that.
Or that time you was at the bar, or then at the you told me you was at the club, and then she went and told everybody, you know, she's a man.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, you know, you're also somebody's friend. You're also, but the thing is, it be people that you with that be your friend. Y'all getting fucked up. Y'all getting fooled. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And girl, you know,
I done met this girl, mama, her sons, like introduced me as TT and yada yada. But then when you get upset, when your man starts liking me or something that you're attracted to, like starts liking to me, it's a whole commotion, and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm no longer TT.
Or because I remember a time when I was telling you, because even if you're pooching through the town or the bar, and because this is what you told me about the last girl, she felt like, girl, I don't know if you want to say it, but remember you said she felt like, why? Tell what did she say?
Oh yeah, a fish was like, because I was getting all the attraction, and old girl said, why are they coming up to you when I'm the real girl?
And that was supposed to be your friend.
And that's what my friend.
And then when told everybody you were a man. Like, girl. But and you weren't even trying to talk to no nigga though then. You were just pushing through.
I was trying to get her drinks and her things. Because I had my drinks. I had what I needed to get. But when I tried to put them on her, they wasn't going for it.
And then she said, what?
And she said, that's not cool when I'm the real girl and I'm sitting here with my chopped cheese. Well, you know, if the stiletto fits.
And girl, yeah. So stand by, honey. Just don't, I'm going to bring some other girls on. Let's see what the tea is. Turn me down in the back. Turn me down in the back. Hey, Kiana, Jalisa.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so we're gonna let Nick go last. Jalissa, you go first, and then Kiana, you go, and then Nick, you go. Okay, 10-9-A.
Okay, so
Jalissa, okay, she's not ready. I'm gonna drop Jalissa because girl. Hello? Go ahead.
okay,
B.
so I'm one of the dolls. So I just want to speak on behalf of the dolls and what I feel like I go through regularly dealing with fish and dealing with the girls because it is very true. Like that stuff that ET did, it's very dangerous because it's it 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 it's it it's dangerous because it's like you're in an environment where it's like, okay, you think you comfortable, you think you safe, and then it's like, okay, you got this girl that's giving, she's using all these terms, using all these words, and she's giving like, oh, we friends and all that, but then you out my feet in front of a whole group, and you never know how people feel, and it's like, okay, bitch, my back is, excuse my language, my back is up against the wall because it's like, girl, how you my friend, but then you out here, you out here giving information to people that I don't know how they feel about people about people like me in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that from experience because I remember I was friends with a girl and I went out with her. I'm now she's the regular.
Honey, can you hear?
cisgender woman.
Okay, go ahead.
And we're out to eat for her birthday, but she has her cousins, her friends there, and you know everybody's cute, everybody's giving it up, everybody's having a time. The waiter comes to the table and here she goes, oh, and he's gonna have, hold up, boo. I ain't never introduced you myself. I've never introduced myself as he to you. And the fact that you done upped out your mouth I'm trying not to curse that quick, it makes me want to go across the table because girl, I feel like I gotta have my back against the wall against everybody. Friend or no friend. So that's how I feel.
Nick, what's the tea?
Well, I think a lot of it is delusion.
Okay.
I'm just sitting on my hands because I'm just hearing a lot of stuff that just sounds like delusion. From the clip of the girl at that TV show, I don't watch that show, but she would have did that to a straight girl. Like, you actually think that if she like a dude and the girl's a biological woman, that she wouldn't hate on a biological woman? And it's all about the girl being trans. It wasn't. She liked the guy.
It's definitely
she was gonna hate on anybody.
Do you want to chime in, honey?
Yeah, but it goes when so females are always hate on other females, but when it comes to a trans woman, they're gonna make sure they're gonna make sure
everybody and their mama know it. They're gonna make sure everybody
it's not
know
delusion. It's not delusion because I honestly don't care if they know my tea or not, but it's just the way how females
go about it.
Do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, honey, you've never hid your tea.
Exactly.
No,
There's no reason for me to hide.
First of all, they live for your tea.
They love
I've been there.
I can show you a message right now.
I
can show you I can send a message in right now. Got a man's number, and immediately the first thing he asked, if you wanted to goggle me down. So they love it. So it's no delusion, and nobody's confused. There is jealousy, and when you guys wake it, and when y'all wake it up, and when y'all understand it, then we can have a conversation. Because at this point, everybody at this, what?
Jealous of what? You said it's jealousy. Jealous of what?
Babe, you seen the episode when the girl was upset about Pookie, well, not upset, when Pookie had to clock her about having tennis shoes on, babe. Like, just because Pookie is bigging herself up, girl, that means somebody else got to chime in about what the fuck she feels.
What?
So what she's talking about, Nick, is there was that same episode. Pookie came in.
I don't watch that show.
I'm about to tell you. So Pookie came in and she was like, I'm the new bombshell to hit the floor. She walked in front of everybody. She said, and I'm the baddest female in the gang, like in here. And she was like, not the baddest. She was like, and then one of the real girls was like, not so much. And then Pookie looked at her and said, babe, I came here in high heels. You came here in sneakers. Like, let's not do that.
But that could be an interaction with a female, like a regular female. So how?
Well, yes, because trans are fish. Yes, I get that.
That's what I'm saying. No, they're that. What? Like
they're cod. They're tuna. Yes,
that wouldn't be a regular.
Let me. Now, here's the other part of fish. Let me help you guys understand this. The reason why Pookie was on that show is because she's fish. Bitch, that's why.
Thank you.
That's why she's on that show. Because she's cunt. She's fish. That's fish.
Thank you.
It's no
Yeah,
shade.
well, I mean, the girl, the trans woman that you have put up there, she is attractive, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of the competition is made up, imaginary, delusional ass competition. Natural born women
Talk
are
about
not
it.
looking at you thinking that, oh my God, I'm so jealous. No, we're not. Sorry, we're just not. And I'm not an ugly girl, so
But we could say the same. That's vice
But let her
versa.
hold on. Let Nick land her plane.
I'll go ahead.
Any room I walk into, I've always get attention from niggas. So I'm not looking at the next female. All my friends are bad. Like I could show you several pictures for days. Me running the Hollywood streets, all my friends are baddies. I'm not intimidated because all my bitches is bad. So I'm not looking at somebody because they're a trans and looking at you thinking like, oh my God, I'm so jealous because I got bitches that's bad that niggas go for who go for it. Because listen, if you can't get us in the mansion or the VIP, baby, I'ma do it. Or you know what I mean? So we're not jealous of you, babe. That's just not what it is.
Tiffany, hey Tiffany, a new bombshell is entered the villa. What you got going on?
As it pertains to that clip,
the
I
clip.
feel like I feel like nobody thinks that a trans person should just walk around saying, hey, I'm a trans, and wear it on their forehead. But if you walk into a room and you sit on a dude's lap, that's wrong. If you have not disclosed that, that should be disclosed. And they'll be mad at me because I'm gonna tell my homeboy if a trans girl walk in and she just walk in and sit on my homeboy lap, I'm gonna tell her the person who's playing the dangerous game is the transgender woman.
Well, first of all, it's not about her just walking in and sitting on a nigga lap.
What was that?
She didn't just walk in and sit on a nigga lap. The nigga wanted her there.
And my question is, would you feel that would be the same? That would have to be the same if somebody has HIV or AIDS or anything health-wise. If we're going to be, since we're wanting people to pretty much give out basic information.
That
but
person
they weren't intimate, babe.
What they do in the bathroom?
We don't know.
They weren't intimate. That's not intimate. That's just them going to the bathroom. Girl, you never know what could have went on in the bathroom. And to go back to your point about cis women not being jealous, babe, vice versa. I don't walk into a room and wondering and find the first cisgender woman and look her up and down and muck her. Girl, that's not my agenda. Babe, we see my picture.
I'm just letting you know that we're not jealous of you. Period.
And I'm letting you know the same goes vice versa. I'm letting you know the same goes vice versa. I have a beautiful mother, babe. I have a beautiful mother, babe. I don't have to walk into a room and be jealous of the next woman.
You the one brought up jealousy is all I'm saying. We're not jealous. I'm just
babe. We're just only trying to figure out what's going on, boo. Okay. We just only trying to figure out what's going on because again, nobody wants to get to the bottom of the bottom of what the actual issue is. If it's not jealousy, we trying to figure that out, boo. That's what we
okay.
For.
Let's put a pin in that. Tiffany, talk to me.
Okay. Hi, Mark. Hi, everybody. Thank you for letting me up. I do agree with Nick, but I think it's going to fall upon deaf ears. We've said this like many, many times that we are not jealous of trans women, but it doesn't matter how many times.
Okay, let's not move from the goalpost. Okay, so without being jealous, what do you think that was in that clip then? That wasn't jealousy? That wasn't hating?
Well, no, that's why I asked to come up. I have a different way of looking at that. I think I guess if someone was just exposing it like out of the blue, maybe somebody could look at it as them like pure, like just hating or something. But in their situation, it seemed that the girl, and I don't watch the show, so I don't know everybody's name. I think you said Scarface or something. I think it seemed like she possibly has some type of relationship already with that guy.
She did.
Okay, so I think if it's somebody that you have a personal relationship with.
It's a game show, ma'am. It's a dating show.
Okay, so I think if it's somebody you already know and have a personal relationship, I don't think it's anything wrong with letting the guy know hey, this could be a trans or that is a trans. That's what I would do. If it was my brother or my cousin, then yeah, like if it was like somebody random, like no, I'm not gonna just try to expose somebody. But if it's somebody I know and I know how they are and how they feel, then I think I would be a poor friend or a poor family member if I didn't let them know. And then my family member could be looking at me crazy, like, hey, wait a minute, why didn't you tell me? Or you knew about it, you know? So I think if it's a personal situation like that, it could be looked at different. I don't think she was necessarily hating or wrong. I think that was part of her responsibility, to be honest. If she's in a relationship where she knew him, yeah, like
we have
let's
to,
watch. Okay, let's
we
watch
go
the
back?
clip for the
Can
new
we
people.
go back?
Everybody, be
Exactly.
quiet.
Thank
Let's
you,
watch the
please.
clip. Everybody, quiet. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like we just mingling and stuff. We having fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to vibe and stuff.
For sure.
Okay. Where you from?
We'll do that. Riverdale.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Southside. Kelvin.
So I'm tired of sitting here talking to Pookie, so I decided to walk out. I look back, Kelvin's not coming. I'm like, what is he doing? You know what? You want to stay with Pookie? I'm gonna leave you with Pookie. And then when you come back to me, I got some news for you.
I knew all that though.
This is the part.
Are y'all saying that?
Please say that again.
Miss Nicki, you been drinking? Oh, baby, you need to try.
I'm like that. Where's the bottle? Pookie's a trans.
I sure did.
Because whatever you did in that room with Pookie, I know you feel stupid right now.
And
I'm like that.
But you know what? It was also given. Pookie had all the niggas in her face. It's no shade. Girl, you were mad.
And
that's what
the
it
way
was.
she said
You were
it, the way she said it, you thought you did something, or you like the way she gave it up, girl, in that confessional. You're jealous. You're jealous.
That's
See,
jealousy.
And mind you, she said,
my thing is
jealous of her being trans, though. It could, like Neek said, that would
it's
have been
jealous of her being
jealousy.
pretty, girl. It's pretty, like it's just pretty. ET's not ET's not. Let me say this correctly. ET's not an ugly girl, but she's not the.
So what would she be jealous of? If she's not ugly, if they're both pretty, then why would she be jealous that she's pretty?
Any female that is with a nigga that she likes, she's gonna act like that.
Right, with another female as well.
But my thing,
it's nothing like jealous of a trans.
My thing is, if ET knew that this girl was trans and
that was
these
your
boys are
friend
all up in her face,
exactly.
Why didn't you say something at first? You waited until your man got took by a trans girl.
Yes.
Mind you, after the fact he didn't come out the room.
And now you're hating on this girl. Because my thing is, he kissed ET in front of Pookie. Why couldn't he kiss Pookie in front of ET? Because you knew her teeth.
Oh.
You knew her teeth. So you want to close the door so you can have a moment because you want ET to guess whatever the fuck, whatever y'all want her to think. And that's when ET just felt like, okay, I got something for you. You hurt my feelings. Now I'm about to get back. That's jealousy. That's I don't know what else to say.
It didn't even gotta be
because my thing is this, okay, hold on. And even if we went down to the female thing, well, okay, Pookie's a female, or she's trans, she's a trans woman. So why not just be mad that he's just with another woman? Like, oh girl, like, so you choosing her now? Why did it have to be? Why did it have to be trans? Why can you just be like, why you linking with this hoe?
Any person, even if it was a natural born female, she's gonna diss using something that she knows. Like she'll be like, "Oh, little do you know, she a hoe, she a rat," or like that's how females talk. Like even with other natural born females, she was gonna use anything to try to make him feel a way.
She was jealous.
So basically, y'all
have jealous of her being a trans. What we're saying is she's not jealous of her being a trans. Like there might have been some jealousy there, but you guys keep saying, "Oh, she's jealous of her." My thing is,
look at her face. She was already laughing with glee, like, he just don't know. That's a nigga. Like she was ready.
Like she got her tea right.
I have a question. What other thing could she have possibly told him? Like, for instance, there's somebody on social media that's going around that's saying that she's trans, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know. Like, what other thing could she have possibly told him? Like, for instance, there's somebody on social media that's going around that's saying that she's trans, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know. Like, what other thing could she have possibly told him? Like, for instance, there's somebody on social media that's going around that's saying that she's trans, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know. Like, what other thing could she have possibly told him? Like, for instance, there's somebody on social media that's going around that's saying that she's trans, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know. Like, what other thing could she have possibly told him? Like, for instance, there's somebody on social media that's going around that's saying that she's trans, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know. Like, what other thing could she have possibly told him? Like, for instance, there's somebody on social media that's going around that's saying that she's trans, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know that has HIV from a popular DJ in my home city, New Orleans.
Oh
Everybody now
gosh.
is giving that information out. What if that wasn't the case? What else could she have possibly told him about Pookie if it wasn't that she was trans? What else could she have told him?
Any other tea
Because
that she had on her, but I guess that was the tea that she had on her. But if she
Yeah,
had some
that's
other
So
tea,
you
like,
wait.
hey,
So you
stay away from
waited
her,
until
she's
your man
gay.
got touched.
Why is Pookie not being held accountable for being deceptive? Like that keeps
Exactly.
being danced around. Like
Exactly.
what Pookie is doing is okay. Like you're sitting on people's laps, you're going in
Because
bathrooms with niggas,
because she's
you're
on
doing
she's
all
on
this
a
stuff
show
and you're not even
Production should
disclosing.
have said something.
No, she should have said
No,
something.
yeah,
She's the
it's her
one who
responsibility.
is in their
But
faces.
at what point is it her responsibility? I just feel like, girl, I don't know.
my thing is how it's always said, and in general, I'm not giving up. Who knows what the hell Pookie was on there doing? We don't even know if she ended up going home with somebody or if she ended up doing anything with somebody. If we're just talking and chatting, I'm not giving you I'm not spilling anything to you
But she wasn't just
unless
talking
I
and
feel
chatting. You
necessary
guys
for it.
keep
And
saying, oh,
physical.
when are
She
you
sat on
supposed
people's
to
laps.
when are you supposed to disclose? She's sitting on the laps,
Turn
going
the echo down, please, in the back.
doing all that's the Jalissa person. Doing all of that is when you disclose. That's when you disclose. Like y'all
Right.
keep
So you
missing that
wanted her
part
to so you
Physical.
and
wanted her to
equating
be
it to
sitting on somebody's
jealousy.
lap and say, "Oh, I'm trans," and of her sitting on somebody's lap. That's what you would have wanted her to do.
When it's getting
I want her
physical,
to
I
not
think that's
sit
the
on
right thing to
somebody's
do.
lap before she tells them what she is. If
Oh,
you
so you
feel
wanted to
like
say,
you
"I'm
want
a
to sit
tranny,"
on,
and then let me sit on your lap. Is that what it is?
yes,
Is that
yes,
what you want them to be
yes,
Yes.
doing?
yes.
Yes.
Are
What's
you
wrong with
dumb?
that?
Yes,
What's
yes.
wrong with that? Why is that wrong?
Are you acting
Hello?
dumb on purpose, slow on purpose? Like
Why is it
before
wrong
there's
for
any
you to say
intimate
something before
interaction, you
physical
let the
touch?
person know. Like, how is that not the distinguishing factor?
Exactly.
Like from talking, chilling. Like if I'm going to a bar, no, you don't got to know the person's.
Right.
Or if you're just having fun and you're hanging out, but if you're sitting on people's laps, this is the conversation that I used to have with my best friend who's literally trans. I used to tell my friend, this is dangerous. What you're doing is fucking dangerous. You're having niggas pick you up and do all this stuff and you're not disclosing it. That shit is dangerous. But then y'all try to make it seem like everybody else is dangerous because they're saying something, but not the person that's doing the dangerous shit. But I gotta
Exactly.
go. Y'all making me mad, child. I cannot.
Hold on.
I
Keep
agree
talking.
with
I hate when
everything
people
you just said.
want to try
So I just wanted to kind of give my
land
2 cents,
points
and
and
I
then want
also
to
wanted to
leave
talk about the Nicki
out.
thing, but I don't want to derail the conversation. So we could stay on this particular
Hold on,
topic.
really quick. Hold on, really quick. I'm merging. I got a lot of calls happening. Hold on. I'm trying to merge the calls, sister, because you couldn't get the link. I was trying to remove people because I know you wanted to get in on this. Is it not letting me? Okay, so I'm trying to kick people so I can bring you in. Hello, Eva.
Yes, girl, my voice is gone.
Okay, so it's you and Honey on the phone, and then we got Jalissa here. We got Tiffany. Did Nika Knight leave?
Yes, girl, she left.
Yeah.
I hate when
Girl,
people do that. Don't tell me your
actually,
point and then you leave.
I wanted her to be
Girl,
on
she
here.
got
Girl, my
mad.
voice
Clock
is
back
gone.
in. Clock back in, boo.
She left.
Yes, she left. Apparently, she was getting irritated, but I don't like when people do all that. But that's cool. She want
No
to stay
one
going. She can stay
answered her
going. Have a good
question when
night. Well, I
I
was
think
letting
it's
you girls
What was her
go. I was letting you
question?
ladies go. I didn't want to overtalk you guys, so it wasn't. Because I don't want it to give that. It's no argument. I'm just giving you guys how
Mhm.
I
yeah,
feel. So
I
you guys are giving me
understand.
how you feel. So
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know why she left though, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Jalissa, go ahead, but don't do the Nikki right now because that's going to derail the
Okay.
conversation.
No problem. And it's Jaleesa, by the
Oh,
way.
Jalissa.
So I'm not a trans woman. However, I do love trans women. I think that the girl ET was being a hater. I understand that people were saying it's not necessarily about her being trans, that she would have found something else to use against her. I agree, but in that moment, she did it out of jealousy. If he was not attracted to Pookie and was giving her so much attention and her ego wasn't so bruised by that, I don't think she would have said anything. And I don't believe it was her place. I'm sorry. That's not her place. If let's say production didn't tell him, let's say he hadn't have known, what if he would have just hit her or did something to her? I think you put her in a dangerous situation by saying something on her behalf. That's like me walking into a room, right? Let's say I was born with HIV. I have to walk into a room and just tell people, hey,
Just
before I
say
shake
that.
your hand, I have HIV. Hey, before I say hi, I have HIV. I don't think
Just
she
say
should
that.
have to tell people that. And I think once a trans woman is as passable, and regardless if she has a surgery or not, I think her she's already female presenting. She's very feminine presenting. I don't think that she should have to tell people that. Why would she put so much effort into her transition just to have to go around and tell people that she's a man? I was born a man. I think that that's humiliating. I don't think it's okay. So I understand both sides. If she knew the guy and maybe she thought she was being helpful, I just personally wouldn't have done that.
Does anybody, Eva, did you want to chime in?
Girl, with this voice, I'm gonna try, but let me just say this. I just feel like E.T. Scarface wasn't a friend to Pookie, and she definitely weaponized Pookie's trans experience because as a got you moment, because the man didn't follow her out the bathroom. And if that's your friend and you're messing with this guy, you should have pulled the guy out and been like, hey, no, not yet. If you really cared about the guy or your friend. And secondly, people are missing when Pookie's on the couch, she says, production told me they told everyone I was trans before coming on. So I don't know if production wanted this to be like a social experiment, but I think that what they did was like not cool because they could have got Pookie hurt. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Thank you.
What's up, Armand?
Hey, what you got?
Nah, I'm gonna let y'all keep cooking. I'm gonna chime in a second.
Okay,
Does
well, you finna
Pookie
get up
have
off
any
here.
responsibility in this? Does anyone?
She does.
Exactly.
I was gonna chime in on that because I feel like again, whenever like I said earlier, whenever I feel comfortable where I want to give that information to a man, yes, I'm gonna give that information. I'm never sugarcoating it, and I'm never denying it. So yes, I'm giving her some kind of thought as well because girl, in that type of environment, I don't know. My nerves would have been I probably would have been shitting myself. So I'm like, girl, I don't really merge like that when it comes to a lot of straight people and being in those type of environments. So that's her fish. That's what she give. That's what she likes to give. But yes, there is some accountability on her part because girl, you should have made sure that was that everybody know from the jump, no ifs, ands, or buts, and everybody can go about their day. There wouldn't be
Okay,
this
hold
whole
on.
discourse
Miss
around it.
Patron, what's going on? What is this? Hey, babe. Hello? We got Miss Patron.
Yeah.
Turn me down in
Hello,
the back.
y'all. Hello.
Hey.
Honestly, how do you pronounce your name? Jalisa? Hello?
Yes, this Jaleesa.
Yes. Hello?
Miss Patron got it on in the back.
Honestly, Jalisa said everything that I had to hear.
Okay, thank you, Miss Patron. Go ahead, Nick. Where did you go? You had got upset and left?
I got upset because I don't like when people be acting like slow on purpose. Like, and I know that the Kiana person is not slow, and from the profile she looks, put together, and I don't think she's slow, but I feel like she was being willfully on purpose. Like, kept saying, when are they supposed to tell? When are they supposed to tell? Like, when as a trans woman, you should know when you're supposed to tell. And I feel like because people want us to be the same thing, y'all act like it's not. Like, there's a difference here. And you tell when things are getting intimate, like when you're getting flirty, when you're want to sit on the lap, or pull them to the side or whatever, and everybody's making it seem like everybody else's action is dangerous except for the person who's doing the dangerous action. Like, that is just crazy to me.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Nick.
Mama
Hey,
Flip, what's going on?
what's up?
How you doing, my love? I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one, my love. And you're one of my favorite peeps. I totally disagree with you, only in the sense that it's a situational situation, right? So she could have been in danger, right, by spilling like that. Meaning the trans female could be placed in danger, even whether it's a show or not. You can't people's sexuality like that. What I would have done, if
So
anything, if I had.
sitting. I'm sorry to cut you off,
Oh, that's
but
okay. No.
sitting on a straight man's lap that is. What if he's just totally heterosexual? He don't play no games like that, and you're sitting on his lap, and that's not dangerous.
What is
And
the
I understand
game?
that. That's why. No, I totally understand where you're coming from. So I
Armand,
just want to
but
make sure your instinct is the right instinct as far as wanting to be concerned on every aspect of it, right? But I'm not going to tell the heterosexual man that this person is transgender. What I would do is had pull the transgender female over and said, "Look, I'm not comfortable with the situation. I need you to tell him. If you don't, if you don't tell him, I'm gonna tell
I'm
him.
gonna tell him.
I would
Yeah.
give like a warning. You understand
Like,
what I'm saying?
hey,
I'm
did you
not going to
talk
be
to
because
him? Did
that
you
clip
tell him your
does show that the
tea?
young lady is jealous, and the reason why she's doing it is to be spiteful. And I don't watch the show, so I'm just getting the first eye view. And
Exactly.
I'm like,
Because
oh,
if that,
she's
like
just
Mama
playing.
Flip,
She's
if
just
that was your
playing
friend, you could have
because
pulled
she
your
wants the
girlfriend aside
guy.
and said,
She
"Hey,
didn't show any indication that
yes,
she was doing it because she cared to let the guy know for his own safety. So it's a situational situation. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the situation, but I would never out another person. I will talk to the person and say, "Yo, girl, let's go to the bathroom. Let's have this conversation. Like, you doing too much. I'm about to tell him. I'm just giving you a heads up." You understand what I'm saying? That's
But
what I'm
okay,
saying.
so let's
not
say
even you doing too much. You could have came and said like, okay, so did you talk to him? Does he know your tea? So is he into you? Because then not that just lets me know because
I'm
you're my
sorry. For
issue.
some reason,
So
I
I need
can't
to
hear
know.
you.
So I need to know how to move. So basically,
Okay.
you talk to your homegirl first before you out her because that was supposed to be your friend.
Okay,
I don't think
so
I have a problem outing them if they're being deceptive.
Exactly.
wait, Tiffany. Okay, so let's say you pull the girl to the side and you're like, okay, if you don't tell him, I'm gonna tell him, and then they say I'm not gonna tell him. Then what? You
But
gonna
at
tell
least you
him?
gave him
So
a.
Girl,
it's not
no,
dangerous.
no trans women, girl. Like I feel like y'all be trying to play that game like trans women are
See,
out
I'm
here
torn because I
actively,
don't think
openly,
I
and
would say
trying to.
anything at
We're
all.
not
I
doing that,
just
girl.
feel like
We're not.
I understand what you mean, Neek. Is like she is playing a dangerous game on her own if she did not say something. But I think for me, because they weren't intimate, although we don't know what they did in the bathroom, I think my issue is if a person is just simply attracted to you and they're just looking at you, okay, they're flirting
That's
with
not
you.
this
I
scenario
still
though.
kind of don't see
That's
how
not
she
this
should have to
scenario.
say something.
We're talking
I
about
don't
the
think.
clip that we
I
watched.
mean, you
We're not
act like
talking
the
about.
man was rubbing
Shouldn't she
her
say
ass or
something?
something. She wasn't rubbing on her ass or nothing. She wasn't. He
Okay.
wasn't touching on her boobies. She wasn't. She like. So I'm not
What?
understanding why is it so.
So, so
Go
based on the
She
ahead.
had a
video,
personal relationship
my
with
take
him.
is this. I'm just talking to Nick, Nick and I talking to me. I'm saying to you that even if the person, the transgender female says, I'm not saying anything, at least I gave them a warning. If I felt so, if I felt that it was a dangerous situation, because I'm not going to tell, first of all, I already said, I should say in advance, I'm not going to tell nobody business because I don't think it's any of my business to tell anybody business. Especially if I know that you're a friend, I'm not doing that. I don't care. I stand by my friends 100%, 10 toes deep. You know how I am with survivors. So I'm not going to say nothing. But if I felt that the situation was getting dangerous and I'm like, okay, you're doing a little too much, I will pull them aside. And if the person, if my, the transgender female say, I'm not going to say anything, then at least I gave you a warning and heads up. So you're going to have to deal with the situation because I'm going to tell. But at least, but I'm not gonna go to the guy and say, whisper in his ear, sitting there. Well, guess what? That's a transgender female. This is an explosive situation, especially in our current environment when transgender people are being treated like the boogeyman, and it's not a good.
Oh shit! I did not mean to do that.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hi.
okay.
Hey,
Oh,
Margaret, hey.
hi, how are you?
I'm sorry. I was in there typing. Hey, Armand. Hi, y'all.
I didn't mean to
Oh, I'm
cut
sorry,
you
I
off.
didn't even say hi to
Hi,
Armand.
Hey,
Hey,
y'all.
boy.
Armand, how you doing?
Hey.
Kiana, I noticed that they was cutting you off. I'm gonna need you to get in there, girl.
For me?
Okay. Do you have something to say?
Don't let now I'm a cisgender woman. I really don't like being called cisgender, but I am a natural born woman. And first of all, we have to remember that ET is trash. You saw how she outed Rolly for not answering the phone. ET is not a good person
Girl.
anyway. And I
Mm.
agree. And I think two things can be right at the same time. Women are jealous of women. That's a people thing. You see how Armand is dealing with you know who over there, and he's not
Mm.
even a woman. It's a people thing of jealousy. even to be honest, ET wouldn't have said anything if it was another dude that she didn't like in the house. She wouldn't have said anything, but because she liked that man, that's why she did that. ET is horrible.
Thank you.
And
But that's literally the same thing that I said, though. That's what I said.
yeah,
It would have
I agree.
did
That's
that
why I'm
with
saying
anybody.
two things can happen at the same time. Two things can be real. I do think that us women, we are jealous of some transgender women because they put it
Oh,
together
girl.
and they help us. That just
Oh.
because it's not true for you, Neek, don't mean it's not true, baby. And I love you. I love you down.
Why
But I
is
have to
that
be
so hard
real.
to believe
That
when
is
that
so crazy.
when there
Like,
are
wait.
women that say you look better than me, or when there are women
Yeah.
that say, or I'm the woman, or how you do this better than me, and I'm the real woman. How is that hard to believe?
Who is the
So
real
when I
just
hear
you?
that's crazy to
Let me go
me.
to the phone lines. What are you guys there saying?
I
Because
have a
there's here a lot
god
of.
aunt, like my
Hold
grandmother
on.
was
Let me
her
take it to
god
the phone lines.
was her
Honey,
god
Eva, what's the
mother.
T?
My mom told me when they were
Yeah.
younger, he would
Girl,
he
my
Hold
would
on.
voice
Let
is
me cut her
deep.
mic. Can y'all hear me? Because I think I have a lot of different
Yeah.
things. Okay, let me take it to the phone lines. What's the T? Where
he
y'all
would
at?
eat down. Now that he's a little older,
We're here,
things are
girl.
changing.
My voice is still out, but I'm here.
Okay. Go ahead,
That he
babe.
was that I love her Aunt Rhonda. I love her to death. When they were
Maya, I
young,
think
she
you
used
want
to.
Eva to talk real quick. Just pause
Oh,
for a
I'm
second.
sorry. I apologize. My
Do
bad.
you guys have
I can't hear
anything? Because
him.
y'all shuffling. Y'all can't hear me? Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Girl, I
I
just
can
feel
hear
like it's
you.
like a never end. You're not gonna win in this conversation no matter what. Like it's no shade. Like I feel like people, girl, it's no shade. This is giving a
I
MAGA
can't hear
Democrat
Armand
party.
sometimes when he's speaking through this
Oh, they can't
headset. So I
hear?
just wanted to let
They
you
can't
guys
hear the
I
know. I
call?
can
don't know if
hear
it's
you.
just me.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
I
Okay.
can
So
hear
who all
you.
can't hear? If you can hear me, say I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay. So everybody that didn't answer is getting dropped. Thank you.
Girl, this is giving a Republican Democrat party, T. Girl, it's no
Okay. So it's
shade.
just me and
Nobody can
you.
agree with
Okay. Because
anybody.
nobody can ever. So neat. It's just me because no one else could hear me, right?
Is Eva natural
Yeah.
born or is she trans?
Eva is trans.
Girl, I'm trans, but girl, my voice is took right now. Trust. I don't sound like this. I have laryngitis right now.
So what do you think that you have women saying that they agree? Some women said they don't agree, and then you have women saying that women are jealous of trans.
Oh, please.
Now
I
I'm talking
mean,
to you,
the
Neek.
reality.
That is a crazy crock
Wha-
of bullshit.
Why? Why is that so hard to believe?
I think that, okay, so let me just say this. There are people who put themselves together well, and people just naturally can like be jealous of it, but it's not because they're trans. Like, and let's be honest, there's a lot of dudes
Is
that are
it
on
the
the down low,
audacity?
and it's not a situation of, oh, you taking my man. These men is for the community, for the streets, period. So it's
That's true.
for me personally, it's not, oh, you know, because a natural born woman could take a girl's man. So it's like, no, it's not that. Like, no.
So then what is it?
So what is the T?
Delusion.
Oh,
So,
I
okay.
so
feel like
explain yourself when you say delusion, though, because we could say y'all delusional as well.
about what?
But explain yourself. What do you mean by
I can tell you
delusion,
why I
though?
think that you would be delusional, but why would you think we would be?
So you're not gonna flip this question on me when I ask you the question, baby. You're saying we're delusional about
The
about what though?
competition that and the imaginary jealousy is delusion.
Okay, so you're saying like, so the one girl that came up here and she was an actual born female, and she even said women are jealous of transgender, so she's delusional too.
Let me just end it real quick so you can really gag. Let me just say this. It's no tea, it's no shade. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't think it has to, like y'all say, some biological ovary having women can be jealous.
Ooh, ovary
It's no shade
having
of
women.
trans.
Ovary having is crazy.
Well, you know, I have to tell you what you like. This is what
Ovary
you need to
having women
trans.
is
No,
crazy.
can I finish?
And
Can I
you
finish?
say that
Can I
we
finish?
jealous. We jealous, and
No,
your
but
comment is ovary
I'm telling
having
you,
women.
No,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
can I finish talking? Girl, I have laryngitis. I can't
Like
battle
what?
right now. But let me just say this. Let me just finish. Let me land it. Let me land it for you. Because I cannot talk, but I'm trying to talk right now. I'm telling you what you have because this is what women weaponize to trans women on the daily. So I want to make it clear that we understand that you are a woman, like that you are biological, that you can have children, even though there is women that can't have children. I'm just telling you that we know what you are, and we're never going to take that from you ever. So it when we say jealous, it's not really to me. I feel like, you know, biological women are like the audacity of a man to even be with that. You know what I mean? That's what I feel it is when it comes to jealousy. But we as trans women know how these men do you biological women. So we honestly don't care for the man.
Nay?
Yeah,
on the daily.
so I just really have to say at the end of the day, I feel like ET, she just moved like real weird with that situation. At the end of the day, if that was her so-called sister, her so-called friend, she would have pulled her to the side and been like, hey girl, like, did you let them know X, Y, and Z? And I mean, honestly, if that's my homegirl, that's my sister, I'm not gonna air out her business for no man I just met for no week TV show that we're filming. Like, I'm not even gonna air out her business. But at the end of the day, I would have pulled her to the side as my friend and addressed her like, yo, like, did you let these men know at the end of the day instead of outing her business? Because ET at the end of the day was just hella fake. I don't care. Even when she
add to that, it wasn't like he was your nigga because he was ready to go and be on another bitch anyway. So it
and
was
then
like,
they
girl,
just
move
walked up in
on.
there. They just came up in there. That's nobody's nigga at the end of the day. Like, he's up for grabs. And then so even for
Yeah,
her,
and he got grabbed and she couldn't take.
yeah, fuck that. And then at the end
But
of the
it
day,
wasn't
just for
because the
well,
person
no,
was
no, no, no,
Nasty.
just for her, like honestly, when her and those
Nasty.
two women sat down with Pookie, ET didn't even defend Pookie when Pookie was just trying to sit there and say, like, at the end of the day, I identify myself as a woman. If that was your friend, you would have stepped up for your friend instead of adding it on, just being messy. And I'm gonna be real, I feel like to a certain extent,
So she was supposed to be
she could have
delusional
disclosed
with
that
her.
information, and it's not being delusional. Like, if a female can be jealous of a natural born female, what makes you think she can't be jealous of a trans woman that looks there's trans women that look better than some females that walk amongst
But
the
that
trans,
doesn't make
like,
her a natural born woman. Saying that I'm a woman and making that statement is saying that, as Eva said, an ovary person or whatever she said, there's a clear
I'm letting you know what you weaponize against trans people all the
that had
time.
nothing
I'm
to
just
do with what
telling
I
you.
said though.
Is it not a
So-
fact? Do you not have
So
ovaries?
if she's supposed
That's
to
like a
be
prize. It shouldn't be
delusional and
offensive.
act
It's a
like
prize,
we're
right?
the same, we're not. There's women, natural born women, and then there's trans women. So why would she? And I didn't see the episode, but from what you're saying that the girl was saying that she identifies as a woman, and the other girl, because they're friends, she's supposed to agree. If that's
If you're my friend,
what?
okay, but at the end of the day, then you're not my friend. And if I'm a
That's
transgender
not
woman,
true.
if
My
I
best friend
associate
is
myself with
trans.
you, then
What's
I'm not your
trans?
friend. If
And
you
I'm
can't
not
sit
about to
there,
agree with that
if you
shit.
can't respect me and my
Amon, can I say
pronouns as
something real
my
quick?
friend, you're
Let
not
them
my
cook.
friend. Simple. ET was
Okay.
weird for that. I don't understand how
she gotta
ET
be
can't be jealous.
delusional.
You're basically trying to sit there and say ET can't be jealous because she's transgender. With that's why they're getting on you like that, regardless. Because at the end of the day, Pookie looked better than ET in my personal opinion. I'm a woman.
Well, that's why they put Pookie on the show.
Like, come on now. She's passing. She looks good. Same thing with Ari.
She can
They
compete
look
with the
good.
women. That's why
Like,
she's the only trans on the show, because she can compete with the women and compete and take the niggas. That's what this show is about.
yeah. And at the end of the day, I do feel like Pookie probably should have announced it, but at the same time, like they said, it's really not nobody's business unless we're getting to the point where we're being intimate. Like, but at the same time, I do feel like just for her
But I don't like
safety,
that
I
you
would
guys
have just
keep
been like,
saying
I'm just one
that.
of the girls.
On the show, no shade, on the show, Pookie repeatedly said, I thought production told you guys. They told me that they told you guys. So so Pookie went under the impression that they already knew. So I don't think it's Pookie's fault. And I don't want people to say, oh, well, she tricked them. No, she was under the impression that they knew.
Yeah, production. She did say that multiple times that she thought production told everybody, which I feel like production should have been laid that out flat to begin with, because that's a safety hazard for a Pookie.
And here's the thing: even if production didn't want to blatantly say, they could have told in the contract that, hey, there will be a transgender in the mix. Now it's your job to figure it out,
right?
But we don't have to put a transgender target on Pookie, because then at that point, what's the point of bringing her on the show? throw the transgender in the mix, and maybe a man might want to play with a transgender. Maybe he might secretly want to seek
Like
her
a
out.
social experiment.
Maybe he might
Right.
be interested. Just throw it out there and figure it out. And maybe that happened. Maybe they said, girl, it's a transgender in the room, and girl, they couldn't clock the girl. And maybe they didn't care which one it was.
Okay. That's all I really had to say. Like, she's not. That
It's
wasn't
no shade.
like, that's
This
weird.
show was a dating show. This show was a hookup show. If Pookie looked like a brick and a man, she wouldn't have been on this show. The reason she's on this show is because they felt like at a high level, she can compete with the women on the show for the men on the show. And she did that. And the woman on the show felt the way about it.
E.T. moved out of spite. Simple. Like, if there's no other way to put it. Like, if that was a natural born female, it would have been the same thing. But she weaponized her being transgender against her. Like, if that was her sister, her sissy, like she kept saying throughout the show, she wouldn't have did that. Simple. It's all about loyalty, and she's just not no real. What I want to say, yeah.
Shadira, did you need something else to say?
No,
yes.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, we about to wrap up because I got to go to a Christmas party, I think. Go ahead.
Girl, listen. Go ahead, girl, and then I'll say something too.
What I wanted to say is I wanted to speak on the thing that everybody was talking about, danger. It's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. Like, so I already made my point earlier about how I feel I can't compute being jealous of a transgender. I'm a man wanting a transgender woman. That's not the man for me. So it doesn't make sense to me, period. Now, the thing I want to say about about the danger thing. Okay, so the situation with like girl la la la, the nigga that unalived girl la 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 knew what girl la la was. The danger was the nigga that she was laying beside. In my hometown, Tyler, Texas, there was a transgender killed by the man that she was sleeping with. So I don't understand saying like, oh, it's so dangerous for y'all to tell because I'm like, now, like I said, I'm not saying nothing. But why is it so dangerous? The niggas that they're with are dangerous already. They're killing them and they know.
Are they killing these women and they know? And they
right,
be
but we're
their
talking about this situation. Like, I'm not here to argue. We're talking about the transgender situation and the danger of that. So
no, and I get that, but even if the people, they have to understand that at the end of the day, if a man is crazy, a man is crazy, whether you tell him you're trans or not, and they know it, no matter what, they're gonna get you for. No, I know, I heard it, but what I'm saying is since we're talking, like, I get the whole trans thing. I am trans, so, but my thing is men aren't to be trusted, and this is why trans women and women always argue, because we attack each other and the man gets away with it. It's no shade. Time and time again.
I agree.
And then when we have Nicki Minaj talking on a platform talking about boys should be boys, that's because we don't even respect each other. So how are they gonna respect us? The Democrat pro people that are pro LGBT are still calling us men, still telling us, that we're not jealous, or we're women. Nobody can take anybody. This is why it's a joke to me whenever we talk about LGBT stuff with cisgender people, because at the end of the day, we still argue and we look crazy. So how do we want other people to take us serious?
I think a lot of the arguing comes from some transgender women assuming that women are jealous like that.
It comes
like I said,
No, I don't think so.
Being jealous. I think
we have a guest, Robbie. Do you have anything to add to the conversation?
Hey, yeah, I do want to. Hey, Armand. I do want to add to the conversation, guys. So my thing is, I really honestly just hate the camaraderie of hate between cisgender women. I'm cisgender, whatever. I don't care. And transgender women. Number one, like everyone has pretty much said, E.T. is a fucked up person. Let's just go ahead and make that bottom line. But the thing that really got me over all of this is, number one, she said she was her friend, and you don't out any secret about your friend to somebody that they do not know. So like the other person that came up and said that she should have disclosed to or pulled Pookie to the side to say, hey girl, I'm not sure, but I don't think everybody kind of knows that you're a trans woman. So when you get into those situations with these guys, I think you might want to let them know. And to the point of, I think it was Unique that posed the question, like, what would happen if that person said no? And I think that becomes the responsibility to put your hands up. Like it's not production's responsibility. It wasn't ET's responsibility. It was no one's responsibility to disclose her personal information but Pookie. And also, I feel like when it comes to people making the argument about, well, everybody should have known that that person was trans or whatever. I'm gonna say this, and I actually asked my boyfriend, can I say this before I come on here, because just being respectful. But my boyfriend don't watch none of that, but he's so happy to sit down and watch the episode with me because we had just came off of watching Love Cabin. So think we in the mind of a dating show. So when Pookie comes on the screen or whatever, and I don't even really think like he heard her voice or just anything, whatever. And not just saying like the voice makes you clockable, girl. I know plenty of bitches that sound like niggas. But the thing is, before ET even said it, he said, "Oh, she gonna be the one that caused hell in the show or whatever." And so I looked at him because obviously I think I realized, I was like, "Oh, I don't think that he clocked that she's a trans person or whatever." So when the situation exploded on TV, I turned to ask him. I was like, "Well, how would you have handled that?" You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have
he didn't know, maybe.
Like, very comfortable in his stuff. And I can't hear you, Armand, if you are saying like something else.
Oh, okay. We want to bring you back.
What he said was he would have handled the situation like number one, he said he got a little bit more class. He wouldn't have took the first girl that he seen walking by into the bathroom. So he said that was honestly on him. And I think there is some like responsibility and blame. I don't know the guy's name that went into the bathroom, but he does need to be held accountable for even like going off into a bathroom, into a, I don't know what kind of like promiscuous looking scene with anybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Well, okay, let me remove you and bring you back. Can you guys hear me on the line?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna bring her back. Okay, so here, hold on.
Wouldn't have been an issue. It
Can
could have
you
been a
hear me?
myriad of things.
Babe, can you hear me?
I think that
Okay, she can't hear me. Okay, but I want to say she had her husband or boyfriend up there, and this is to the point I was trying to tell you, Nick. The first thing the nigga said is she's gonna be the one that caused hell. She came in with all that body and all that. So listen, this is what I'm saying. This is why she got put on the show. And this is why the girls are mad, because the niggas would say, well, damn, that's the one that's gonna cause hell. And then they mind you thinking, the man is gonna cause the hell, not another bitch. The man? They don't want to hear that.
I watch the show, so I think that's why I'm mixing a lot of context. When people are talking, I don't know what they're talking about because I'm only going solely.
No, she said that she watched the show with her boyfriend because they watched Love Cabin. Mm-hmm. The Pookie came on the screen as she entered the villa. Mm-hmm. As they're sitting on the couch, the lady that was just on the call and her nigga watching from home, he said, "Oh, she gonna be the one that caused problems on the show." Meaning that bitch is bad. And then later on,
that's what the girl that was just upset. Her man said, "Oh, I thought that was said in the show."
No.
Okay, that's why I was confused because I haven't seen the episode. So when she was talking, I thought she was saying that that's what they said on the show.
No, that's what the girl. That's what the girl said. Her nigga said to her while they were watching the show.
Oh, okay. I thought she said that that's what they said in the show. Okay, I haven't seen the show, so I was confused what she was talking about. But yeah. So
I'm
I know
confused why y'all can't hear me, and Nick is the only one standing. So we're not gonna play these games. I can't do too much of can't hearing.
Probably because I'm on my MacBook. Maybe
we can hear.
Okay.
But I just want to say,
no shade. No shade. I do think that y'all should watch the full episode because now it's given. Oh well, let me just argue because women can never be jealous of trans women. Neek pointing the finger at you, so you can get the full context of why this conversation is even being had.
That wasn't what we were giving our commentary on. Armand showed us a clip. He didn't show us the whole show. So all we can do is give our commentary on the clip. And from the clip that Armand showed, it only showed that she would be a hater to even anybody. She like a nigga and she's salty about anybody that he's giving attention to, is what I got from the clip. Armand didn't show us the whole thing. And I'm not saying that it can't be a situation where a natural born woman could never be jealous of trans, but I've had these type of debates on my show, and the first thing that trans women say is, oh, it's because they're jealous. And I'm like, what if you got a shitty attitude? What if you're a bitch? What if you know what I mean? Like, what if you're just a rude person? It's always, oh, they're jealous because I'm trans. You know, and I always get irritated with that sentiment because it's not true. Sometimes it could be they're jealous because you do makeup better than them. That could be it, not because you're trans, you know, or maybe it could be because when they greeted you and they said hi, you gave them your ass to kiss, or you didn't, you know, or you know, it could be so many other things. And I feel like what my issue is when people have these conversations is the go-to thing always is, oh, because they're jealous because she's a trans woman. And it's like, no, she jealous because she liked the nigga and somebody else getting their attention.
Okay, Mari, what you got?
Or natural.
Okay, I think that I've never heard a trans woman like say that another woman is jealous of them because they're trans. They just say that they're trans, but they're talking about like just being pretty, just overall. And I also want to say too that I think, in my opinion, that it's honestly more safe to tell a man by himself versus in a crowd, because it's only really dangerous like when it's a lot of people. In my opinion, like I feel like if you pull him to the side and kind of tell him, it'll go a lot more smoothly versus like telling him around a whole bunch of people. In my opinion, that's how I feel like it should go.
So in that scenario, when was Pookie supposed to disclose? When she got home? When she sat on his lap? Like,
yes, I feel like sitting on his lap is not intimate to me.
Disclose at all. I think. Thank you, Mari.
Yeah.
Thanks, Boo. Your audio is like I can't. You the only one that can hear me, so you gonna stay up here, cause I don't know what's going on.
oh, Mari can't hear you.
No. So I think how they should have set it up. I said this before. I'm gonna sound like a broken record. They should have informed everybody that there was a trans person on the show. They should have probably not have said who was, and they should have worked out the dating things. And then at some point, as things got hot and spicy, set up little dating things where people got to know each other. But it's ultimately, if you know there's a trans in the pot and you're not interested, then you're going to start asking probing questions. They brought her on the show because obviously men find her attractive and she's passable. And so that's just what it is. Like, and it's a social experiment and they're supposed to figure it out. But there's no rule to when, she had to do it as soon as she entered the villa, because what is the point of having her there?
No, I'm not saying when she entered the villa. I'm saying when she sat on his lap. You don't think she should, if you sit on somebody's lap, you don't
sitting
think
on my lap, I don't have to tell you I'm trans.
What? That is crazy. That is crazy.
Now, if you think I gotta
sitting
tell
on
you
somebody's lap and that's, you don't feel like a lot of these men are DL, but let's say the guy is fully straight and you sitting on his lap, you don't think that's disrespectful to a man that's straight? Not telling him that you're trans.
So she was supposed to say, before I sit on your lap, I have a dick and balls.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I guess. I mean, I ain't gonna say you wrong. I just don't know.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, and a lot of people think like when we have these conversations, because I see there's girls in the chat that are probably trans. They're mad, but they think that I hate trans. It's not that. I don't hate trans. My best friend literally was trans, but I'm just not going to live in delusion to be your friend, or I'm not going to live in delusion and not keep it real. Like at the end of the day, I just have certain things that I feel like ways that things should go. I don't think that if you're just living your life, you just walking down the street, if you're just, going to the grocery store, or you're just at the club or whatever, I don't think that you have to tell anybody that you're trans. But if you're flirtatious and you're making it the move of where things is about to get intimate, you sitting in his lap, or things are, you going into the bathroom and things are going a particular way, I feel like a person should disclose. Now there are, and unfortunately the reverse way, when it comes to trans men are not clockable as the transgender women are. Trans men look like men and they sound like men. And so for me, I would feel violated because I don't like women. I'm not a lesbian. So if a trans woman came up to me, which they don't look, they are not like a lot of them. You can't clock them at all. Like my mouth be gagged because they sound like men, they look like men, they got facial hair like men, they look like men. So I would feel violated if I'm thinking I'm talking to a man and they don't disclose it and it goes to an intimate part. And the first time that I find out that it's a natural born woman is when they pull their pants down and they got a pussy. Like, no, like when
Somebody said, are men jealous of trans men? No, I feel like trans men are freaky. They'll try to sleep with the damn thing, but we don't have this issue when it comes to trans men, and trans men don't have this type of thing. It's only male to female. That's the big deal. I don't know what the problem is.
Like, I would feel violated if I'm getting in the room, I'm thinking a nigga fine, and I'm feeling like I'm about to get dick down, and the only dick is the swipe. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Nick. Okay, the final words, because you starting to say too many curse words.
Okay, bye, Armand. Have a good
Bye,
night.
love you. Okay,
Bye.
Eva, any last words? Honey, any last words?
Once I was eating some candy. No, I just feel like, honestly, like this whole world is jealous of everybody. But maybe the jealousy word isn't the correct word. Maybe there's like envious of like certain things that trans women do. Or yeah, we can't have kids, but we're out here pooching through certain scenarios and different places and stuff like that. Maybe people are just envious. Women are just envious that we can do certain things that trans women. Okay.
Okay, Eva, final thoughts.
Hello.
Final thoughts.
Can you hear me? Okay, so basically, like, it is what it is. You're never going to win this debate. I don't know why it's like that. Why does it sound like that?
I don't know, but just get it out because we're wrapping up.
Okay, this is why I don't take people serious about causes and things when people want to be supportive of the LGBT community. This is why I don't care if Nicki Minaj is right wing now, because at the end of the day, like we always say, these women are going to look at us as what? Boys, be boys, be boys. Bye.
Thank you. All right, we have wrapped this up. I'll call you girls later. Yes. What a show. Explosive show. I'm just here to facilitate. I'm going to be a vessel of communication. Thank you guys to everyone that came on. Shout out to Mama Flip, Eva, Neek, honey, all my girls that came up. I love this roundtable conversation. Maybe we'll all cam up one day and do a full live panel and really dive into the things and the crux of what's going on. So, all right, guys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Peace out. Okay.